see you.
Thought I'd find you at home this afternoon.
Come on in. We miss spending Christmas with you.
Oh, darling, I couldn't do that. I miss Brandon so much.
We all miss him, Aunt Alex. He was a big part of this town.
I'm so grateful you at least had a chance to reconcile. It's been a comfort to me knowing you two were family in the end.
Me too. I felt like I was just getting to know him. Who knows, if we had had more time, Lou Jack and I may have...
We can never count on time. That's why I've been thinking long and hard about the future.
How does it look?
The future is you now, Philip.
I think you've got a few good more decades yet, Aunt Alex.
Well, I sincerely hope so, but I still want to talk to you about the foundation. I think it's time you took charge again.
That's terrific, Angie. You can go ahead with it.
Great, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! All right, score one for the good guy's boss.
Thanks. Oh, what did you want to see me about?
Yeah, well, I sure did want to see you. I just got word from a very reliable source that Cardinal Malone used to know Sally Gleason back in Tulsa.
So?
Before he went into the seminary.
Fletcher, I'm sure lots of cardinals knew thousands of people before they went into the seminary.
Come on, Maeve, don't you see what this means?
No, not really. Do you?
Cardinal Malone, one of the highest-ranking church officials in America, used to be very friendly with a woman who used to run an old-fashioned bordello back in Tulsa.
How friendly?
I don't know. Friendly, that's all the guy told me.
Who's your source on this, Fletcher?
Come on. Look, doesn't matter. Sally Gleason had lots of friends. Her life wasn't exactly a secret.
Yes, but what do you know?
Well, not much yet. But I have a feeling this is the angle that we've been looking for.
Nope. Forget about it.
Forget what?
You're not going to print the story.
Why not?
Because it's my newspaper, and I say you're not.
Alone. Well, I've been trying to call you on the phone since yesterday, but... Well, I wonder... So you took down your Christmas tree decorations already?
I never put them up.
Why not?
Roxy, honey, please, I just want to be alone, all right?
Why, Reva? What is the matter? What is it? It's Kyle, isn't it?
I let him go, Roxy. I just let him go.
Hey, Merry Christmas, brother. We missed you yesterday.
Oh, I missed you too, Billy.
Come on in. Hey, matter of fact, we missed you even more on Christmas Eve. We had too much eggnog for sane people to drink.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Oh, watch this. You gonna walk for your Uncle Kyle? You gonna walk? Okay. Yeah, I tell you, it's nice to be back in the chips again. Back in the chips again for Christmas. I want to thank you a lot for giving me back Lou so long. And little Billy wants to thank you a lot for the presents you sent over.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it.
That's okay, we understood.
You did?
Yeah. Little Billy said, I know those married folks, newlyweds, got better things to do than come over and eat mince pie on their honeymoon.
Well, Reva and I didn't get married.
You didn't? Hey, I thought you were chomping at the bit to come down the aisle. When are you gonna do it?
Well, I'm getting married today.
Okay, congratulations again. I bet you old Reva's tickled pink.
No, I don't think she is. I'm not marrying Reva.
What?
I'm marrying Maeve Stoddard.
And now, Guiding Light. This portion is presented by squeezably soft Charmin bathroom tissue. And by Ivory Liquid. Your hands can feel soft, smooth doing dishes the Ivory way.
Why?
Well, for one thing, she's having my baby. And of course, it's funny, but it was Reva who made me realize that my place was with Maeve and with the baby. No matter how much Reva and I,
Maeve's having your baby. You married Maeve, but you still love Reva.
of course I still love Reva. I love Reva in a million dreams that'll never happen.
Well, that's just hold on a second. Well, why can't they have it?
Billy, I of all people know the answer to that. See, I know what it's like growing up without a father. Coming home from school and not having anybody there, not having anybody to take me places on Saturday.
Yeah, I guess you do.
Yeah. I think that's a terrible thing to happen to somebody, and I'd never see it happen to anybody, let alone a child of my own.
But couldn't you and Maeve work something out?
We have worked something out. We're going to get married.
No, I meant some kind of custody thing.
No, but Billy, my first responsibility is to the baby, and it always will be.
Even at the expense of your own happiness?
Billy, you've got little Billy here. How much does he mean to you?
Everything.
That's right. And I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that my child has something that I never did, that he has a father.
Well, I say, HB is back in your life.
I mean, they haven't told you.
You told me what?
HB's not my father.
What?
We're not brothers, Billy. We never were.
Reva, why? You and Kyle are crazy about each other.
We don't belong together. I should have known it from the start. I could have stopped it then before I fell in love with him.
Well, why should you have to?
I'm never going to be able to stop loving him now. Never.
Reva, this isn't making any sense. Now, why did you and Kyle break up?
Reva! Get in there, girl!
Tell him to go away.
Oh, hey, anybody home?
What do you want?
Well, Merry Christmas. Hey there. You really had me worried. You know that? I couldn't get hold of you all day yesterday. It being Christmas and everything. Sister. What's wrong, darling?
I lost Kyle.
You lost him. How'd that happen?
I lost him when Maeve starboard.
No. I don't believe that. That lily-livered highbrow couldn't take a man away from Reva Shane.
She's a lot braver than you think.
I don't love a woman. Never has.
He loves her child.
Wait a minute. What child?
Maeve Stoddard's having a baby. And Kyle's its father.
You want me to drop the story? What are you kidding?
Do I look like I'm kidding?
Come on, Maeve, this is incredible stuff.
Oh, Fletcher, what is so incredible about it?
The names, for one thing. I mean, come on, Cardinal Malone has just been named Papal Nuncio at Large. That's like being the personal ambassador to the Pope.
Fine. So when he's instated, run the story.
Maeve, the story here is his relationship with Sally Gleason.
What's the news, Fletcher? What's the angle on the news, and why is it so important to the people in Springfield?
Aha. Sally Gleason is Kyle Sampson's mother, who happens to be one of Springfield's, not to mention, one of America's most prominent industrialists.
Is that a crime?
Ah, come on, Maeve. I mean, come on. You start adding two and two together and...
No. Stay away from Cardinal Malone, stay away from Kyle and Sally Gleason, and that's a direct order, Fletcher.
What are you doing, pulling rank on me?
You bet I am.
Why?
Because I told you before, I'm not going to run this story based on innuendo.
I am not talking about printing innuendo. All I'm trying to do is dig up some facts.
What you're digging into is pure speculation about people's private lives. This is not the public's business.
Okay. Let's say, for argument's sake, that Cardinal Malone was supporting a mistress with church funds. Now, wouldn't you say that would be the public's interest?
Is there anything in this cardinal's past to suggest that he operated that way?
Beats me. But come on, all I'm saying is, Why don't we just check it out, find out?
Absolutely not.
Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What you are telling me is that I can't print the story unless it's news, but you are forbidding me to even find out if it is news?
You heard me.
Come on, what's gotten into you?
Fletcher, I don't want my paper to be a scandal sheet catering to...
Hey, whoa. You ought to know far better than anybody. I would never let that happen. So let's get right down to the bottom line of this thing here. What's going on with you? Who are you protecting?
I realize I haven't been spending as much time at the foundation as I should, Aunt Alex, the last few months. But that's going to change.
Thank heaven. This community needs your leadership.
India and I are going to work hand in hand.
Oh, Philip, don't you understand? You have to be in control.
Now, Aunt Alex, I hope you didn't come over here to badmouth India again.
Certainly not. India has been invaluable to the foundation. I realize that.
You know, it never would have survived without her.
But that foundation wears the Spaulding name. The public, and more importantly, the foundation's patrons expect a Spaulding to run it.
What difference does it make who runs it, as long as it does good work?
Any brand name is only as good as people's confidence in it. If India remains at the helm much longer, despite her good work, the continuity of our reputation is bound to suffer.
Is that why you had Warren Andrews running it?
Even I make mistakes. And I learn from them. Newcomers want to make a name for themselves, and sometimes at the expense of the foundation. But you already have the name, Philip. You are the foundation.
India's last name is Spaulding, too, Aunt Alex.
Only because you say it is. Don't you realize your power, Philip? Even I can't give the Spaulding name to anyone else. Only you can do that.
I never thought of it that way before.
And India can never be a real Spaulding because she doesn't have your heritage.
Her heritage isn't too shabby.
Oh, I'm not questioning her breeding. India could manage any company. But you are the only one who can carry on the legacy founded by your father and his father before him.
That's a lot to live up to.
Yes, it is. Those men fought their whole lives for a dream of what this family could be. And the culmination of that dream across the generations is you. Don't squander what they gave their lives for. Claim your rightful place in this world and be proud of it. Make the Spaulding Foundation yours, and yours alone.
I said, who are you protecting?
I'm protecting the Springfield Journal.
Don't give me that. You're doing exactly the opposite if you refuse to print a headline story.
Fletcher, what headline?
Cardinal Malone is a regional leader, about to become a national leader. If he keeps moving up the Vatican ladder the way he is, he could become Pope one day. It's news.
Good. Write about him when he does something.
His background is news, too. Now, I have opened up a door in his past that the public has a right to know about.
Fletcher, sell it to the supermarket tabloids. The public is not going to read about it in my paper.
Why the hell are you being so stubborn about
Because
this?
I have standards.
I have standards, too, and if you don't let me investigate the story, I'm walking.
Fletcher, don't put your job on the line for this one. You're going to lose all the way around.
Either I type up this story or I type up my resignation.
Maeve?
Speak of the devil.
Uh-oh, am I one of the bad guys?
Maeve and I were just talking about
Fletcher.
Would you mind if I ask you a few
Fletcher,
friendly
would
questions?
you mind leaving?
Not until I finish my chat with Miss
Fletcher,
Gleason.
would you get out before I have you thrown out?
Fine. Excuse me?
What in the world was all that about?
Oh, Sally, you don't want to know. I'm glad you're here.
Well, I wanted to see you, honey, and I've been looking for Kyle. Have you seen him lately? Are you sure? Maeve's having Kyle's baby?
I couldn't be more sure. I heard it straight from the doctor.
Well, baby or no baby, Kyle belongs with you.
Any baby of Kyle's is going to have his father. Kyle and I both agree that that's what comes first.
Damn the man.
You just leave him alone, Pop.
You don't deserve this. You're the one ought to be with Kyle. This is all my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It just happened.
Well, it never would have happened if I hadn't been doing Sally Gleason's dirty work for her.
What dirty work?
I don't know. Talking Kyle down to you, I'm so mad I don't know what I'm saying.
What kind of dirty work were you doing for Sally, Bob?
Please, sister, just forget I said that.
Now, look at me. I can't stand any more secrets. And I don't want to live with any more lies. Now, if you love me, you'll tell me what it is you're keeping from me.
I can't. Sister, I just
You're
can't.
my own father, for God's sake. If I can't trust you, you just tell me.
You might as well know now. Sally Gleason paid me to come to Springfield.
Paid you? Why?
She hired me to break up Kyle and Reva.
Break them up.
Forgive me, sister. I used Maeve's starter to try to get the job done. God forgive me, it worked.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment. On As the World Turns, Sierra's an unsuspecting player.
I know your penchant for younger women.
In Lucinda's game of deceit.
Don't you think it's high time that someone tells Sierra the truth?
Then, on Capitol, Tyler frantically searches for Julie.
I'm gonna bring you home.
But will it be too late?
Sandy's planning on killing me, and he wants you to do it.
We are all that's left, Philip. You're the only Spaulding man I can rely on now.
I realize that.
You and I have depended on Spaulding Enterprises and the Foundation for our whole lives. And now they're depending on us. We have a duty to protect them and build them because their future is our future. And to do that, we have to rely on each other always.
You're right. You can count on me, Aunt Alex.
I know I could.
But I'm still gonna work with India.
I have no problem with that, as long as she realizes her position is secondary to yours.
But it's not secondary, Aunt Alex. India has as much right to...
India's rights depend on her marriage to you. By the way, how is that marriage?
We're getting along quite well. Oh, well enough.
That good, huh?
Aunt Alex, please don't start picking on my marriage now.
It is relevant to India's future at the Foundation. Besides, it's kind of nice to know you're happy.
I'm fine.
Then why did India go to Warren's Christmas party alone?
I simply didn't feel like partying that night.
You stayed home alone on Christmas Eve?
Well, no, I wound up going out with Ross.
That's interesting. Where did you go?
We went over to the Raines' house. Sang some Christmas carols, had some hot chocolate. It was real nice.
I see. Sure Beth was pleased to see you.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think she had a great time. You know, I haven't seen her laugh like that in weeks.
All night long, their eyes played tag across the dance floor, finding each other like children spying on their unopened Christmas presents. Half of him couldn't bear the suspense. The other half prayed it would last forever. What is this, Philip?
Nothing. Don't read that, Aunt Alex.
It's a short story, isn't it?
No, really, you wouldn't be interested.
Did you write it?
Yeah, why not?
I had no idea you did creative writing.
Well, I did some in college, and I decided to try my hand at it again. Helps put my mind at rest.
Who's the girl in the story?
No one special. She's just a fictional character. That's why I haven't given her a name yet.
And as they danced, he held her closer and closer, filling her blue eyes with secret smiles. This is Beth.
HB is not your daddy? Who told you that?
Reva?
Why the hell did Reva tell you that?
Because it's the truth. HB and Sally confirmed it.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me HB lied?
That's right. He lied to you. He lied to me. He lied to the whole family.
Well, why did HB and Sally lie?
Oh, they had their reasons.
Oh, yeah, well, you mean to keep you and Reba apart, son?
Oh, that was one. The other reason, I think, was to keep you and I feuding.
Did Sally tell you who your real daddy was? I'm sorry, Carl. Damn. I thought you made a great Lewis.
The important thing now is the future, you see. I'm going to be a father myself. I'm going to make my own family.
You think that'll make you happy?
It'll have to. And I'm going to see to it that my baby has a brother, and maybe he has a sister, too.
Oh, that's definitely the way to do it.
You know, Billy, it's you who made me realize how important it is having a brother.
Carl, you remember the last day of the trial when I was in a trance and you came up to me?
Yeah, I'll never forget that.
I had a feeling down in my gut that I could not shake. You were my brother.
I had the same feeling, Billy, and as far as I'm concerned, you always will be my brother.
Same here.
I haven't seen Kyle since Christmas Eve.
Oh, then you don't know where he might be now?
I'm not sure. Why?
I have to see him. Something I need to talk to him about.
Sally, is it about the Cardinal?
The Cardinal?
He's Kyle's real father, isn't he? Not H.B.
How did you know?
Well, Kyle told me.
Kyle?
He told me everything, Sally.
No, but there's no way that Kyle could possibly know about Jack.
Cardinal Malone came and told him. I've never seen Kyle so at peace.
No. No, I was the one that was supposed to tell him. And I wanted to explain it. I wanted to be sure he understood.
But he does understand, Sally. He really does.
No. He'll never, ever forgive me now, ever.
He's already forgiven you. He really has.
Oh, not after all the lies I told him. H.B. and Jack.
He's forgiven all of you. For the first time in his life.
If only I could believe that.
Everything's going to be fine now. From now on.
Oh, honey, how pretty. Where did that come from?
Kyle gave it to me on Christmas Eve.
This looks very much like an engagement ring.
He asked me to marry him.
And you said?
Yes. I said yes.
Wow, babe! Yippee! Wow!
The rhinestone crown tilted dangerously on the girl's head, but he didn't notice. All the boy saw were her blue eyes, staring into his, hoping for 1,000 other nights when the music wouldn't stop. Philip, this is beautiful.
I'm glad you like it. I'm kind of proud of it myself.
You really are incredibly talented.
Me? I just put some words down, that's all.
But your characters are so alive, so real.
They are real. To me, anyway.
You've captured Beth beautifully. Would you do me a favor?
What's that?
Would you write something for me?
You mean become scribe to the Queen of the Spauldings? And Alex, I can't write that way. It's something, it has to move me.
Beth moved you, didn't she?
Well, she did for a while. She inspired me. She was the only one.
What about your cousin? You felt a kind of love for Brandon, didn't you?
More than I let him know.
Then tell him now. Write a piece about Brandon for me.
About Lou Jack.
Yeah, Lou Jack, if that's how you see him. Oh, I know you could capture his character and his hunger for life.
I don't know, Aunt Alex. He was a pretty complicated guy.
Exactly. Oh, and I would love to have something on paper that could bring him to life for me. It would give me such comfort.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, thank you, Philip. Thank you.
But I won't promise anything.
No, you don't have to. But when can you have it finished?
I don't know. If I start working regularly at the foundation and India wants to drag me to all those holiday parties, I don't know when I'll have time.
I have a better idea. Why don't you go away today and write it now?
Go away? Where?
Oh, what about the Spaulding retreat? Oh, there is that little cottage, Philip, on the grounds, you know, where my father used to go.
Is it heated?
Oh, of course. And it is the perfect place for writing. You could call Giles to open it for you and go this afternoon.
Sounds pretty good to me.
You might even take some company along to ensure your inspiration.
What sort of company?
Well, what about Beth?
You did this to your own daughter?
I didn't know Kyle meant so much to her.
Oh, you are the lowest, most despicable piece of pond scum I've ever laid eyes on. You're lower than whale spit.
Why don't you tell us about it from the beginning?
Oh, what's the use? I don't want to give you any more pain than I have
From
already.
the beginning.
I was in jail for a little ruckus I got mixed up in. You know how those Tulsa bars get late at night.
Not as well as you do.
Anyway, I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together and no place to go.
Breaking my heart. Go on.
Well, that's when Miss Sally showed up, offering me an airplane ticket and a wad of cash in return for my services.
Just what exactly were you supposed to do?
Oh, Sally explained to me how Reva was chasing Kyle all over
They were
Springfield.
chasing each other.
Well, I thought she's too good for him anyhow. I did miss you, sister, and I was dying to see my little one. It just seemed like a perfect chance to get reunited with my girl.
Seemed like the perfect chance to pick up a few quick bucks and prove that you are the worst father ever put on this earth.
Yeah, a little bit of both, I guess. I've changed since I came to Springfield. Honest.
We are sick and tired of hearing about your reformations, mister.
Roxy.
You never change for the better. You just keep on getting worse and worse.
Oh, don't talk like
I
that.
cannot believe I started to get suckered in by you.
Roxy, darling.
Don't, I'm not your darling.
You're my daughter, honey.
I am not your daughter. I am not your honey. Why don't you just get out of Springfield and leave me and Reva alone?
Just give me a chance.
Just leave us alone. Get out.
Roxy, you leave him to me.
Reva, I'm not going to leave you with him. Not
Go
for a
on
second.
now, honey. I can handle it.
Reva, he is only going to try and con you again.
Will you stop?
Oh, Reva, why do we have to get stuck with Hawk Shane for a father?
You go on now, honey. You just go on. I can take care of this.
That's what you want. I will never forgive you for this, ever.
Roxy.
I hate you, Hawk Shane.
Maeve, is this really true? You and Kyle are really getting married? Oh, I just knew he'd do right by you. His woman and his child.
Sally, I hope it's more than just doing right.
Oh, don't you worry. I just knew that boy would realize that it was you he loved and not Reva.
Sally, there's something I have to tell you about Reva.
I know more than I ever need to know about that girl.
No. She's the one who encouraged Kyle to come to me.
I do not believe that.
Well, I do. And I think it must have been the most difficult thing in the world for her. I only hope Kyle and I are doing the right thing.
Well, of course you're doing the right thing. Oh, Maeve, this is what I have been praying for all my life. My grandchild and his mother and his daddy, all living happily together, Maeve. We are going to all be a family at last.
It's a long time coming.
Amen. Well, now, tell me, when are you planning to get married?
Tonight.
Tonight? Oh, Maeve, my goodness.
goodness, you certainly don't waste any time, Maeve Stoddard. No, excuse me, Maeve Sampson.
Sally, can you do me a favor?
You just name it, honey, just name it.
Would you be my matron of honor?
Of course I will, darling. Oh, nothing would make me happier.
Okay, Stoddard, you wouldn't let me write the story, so I typed this
Well,
up
now, you
for you.
just put that old paper down, Fletcher.
Scratching each other's backs, I see.
Now, stop all this nonsense. I am very proud to announce that my son, Kyle Sampson, and Miss Maeve Stoddard are engaged to be married tonight.
Good afternoon. From CBS News, this is Newsbreak. Could there be peace in Lebanon? Leaders of the three most powerful militias have agreed to a Syrian-sponsored end of the 10-year-old civil war, according to reports from Lebanon's state radio. The reports say a pact could be signed within a week. Authorities in South Africa are still trying to determine why thousands of Zulus and Pondos went to war near Durban yesterday. More than 50 people were killed in hand-to-hand tribal fighting. Now this. A Christmas chill remains over the East Coast today. Florida citrus farmers were spared disaster, but Miami's temperatures are in the 40s today. And on the West Coast, air traffic is being hampered by fog. I'm Sam Ford, CBS News Washington. More news later on this CBS station.
Do you really think I should take Beth to the retreat?
Why not?
I don't know how Beth would feel about that.
It was you who talked her into accepting Brandon's video award, wasn't it?
I suppose.
You've done more than anyone to help her accept his death. And you can help her even more by letting her contribute to what you write about him.
Do you think she'd want that, though?
Of course she would. And she can certainly help you.
I don't know. Writing is kind of a private, personal thing to do.
Oh, not with the actual writing. But Beth can show us sides of Brandon that no one else has ever seen. She knows his moods and his secrets, and she'll surprise you with qualities that you only suspected in him.
But do you think she'd want to share them with us?
Beth needs to know that her fondest memories of him are safe. Forever. Before she can carry on with her life. And this way you can help her preserve them. I'd like to have it privately published so we can all have it to remember him.
Maybe you're right.
Oh, take her with you, Philip. We'll do her a world of good.
But Aunt Alex, I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable.
Beth, darling, it's Alexander. Oh, I'm fine. And you? Good. I'm over at Philip's, and we've had a wonderful idea. In fact, we'd like you to be part of it. It's about Brandon.
So, where's this wedding gonna be?
St. Timothy's at 6:30.
That doesn't give you much time, does it?
No, it doesn't. But, Billy, I wanted to come by here to ask you to be my best man, would you?
Hey, I'd be honored to stand up for you, Kyle, of course.
What about Vanessa? You think she'd want to come?
Sure, welcome maybe the family. Why not? She'd love it.
What about HB?
Okay. I'm bringing the whole family. Don't worry about a thing.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Hey, no need to thank me. I tell you, way I hear tell in the back room, you're still considered a Lewis.
Billy, what am I going to do about Reva?
Well, she's made her decision. I guess you're gonna have to let her go.
All right, maybe I did come here on Sally's payroll, but a fella can change. The minute I saw my girls again, I stayed for you, not for her handouts. Besides, she's not paying me anymore. I'm a free agent. That's why you've got to believe I came here to help you, Reva. I swear I'll never cross you again. I warned old Sally. I said, Kyle and Reba might love each other so much we won't be able to pry them apart with a crowbar. After all you've been through, you belong together. That's why I can't see you just sitting here letting that Stoddard woman walk away with your man.
I feel like I'm falling.
What's that?
I'm falling. And there's no one there to catch me.
I'm here, sister.
I'm divorced from HB. I can't marry Kyle. Roxy can't run her own life.
I'm ready to do anything you say.
Even you betrayed me. And now there's no one to catch me.
Catch you, sister. Hey, come on now. Come on to your old papa.
Go away.
Now, don't go talking like that.
Go away. That's where you belong. Away.
Well, I won't force my company on you while you got things on your mind. I'll be leaving you now. But I will be back. And I will help you get Kyle back, too. You just see if I don't.
Isn't it a good idea? Whatever Philip wants to write. I've suggested that he go up to the retreat this afternoon. Yes, it's the perfect spot. In fact, I thought you might like to go with him to help him. Oh, that's great. That will make all the difference. Here he is. She'd like to go. Yeah.
Hello, Beth, listen, I don't want to put you out if you... You'd want to do it? You'd love to do it? Okay. Well, how soon can you be ready? Half an hour? Okay, good. I'll pick you up in a half an hour then. Okay, great. I'll see you then. Right. I gotta call India, let her know.
Oh, no, darling, you don't have time for that. You get ready to go. I'll take care of India.
And aren't you a lifesaver? Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I'll take care of India, all right. Later.
Now tell me, what time is this happy occasion?
It's 6:30 at St. Timothy's. Could you be there at 6?
I'll be there with bells on. I better rush and pull myself together. Now, honey, don't you stick around here much longer either. I just cannot wait for you to be my daughter.
Now it all makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah, you didn't want me to do research on Cardinal Malone and Sally Gleason because you were protecting somebody, your husband's family.
Fletcher, I already have all the answers you're looking for.
What are they?
They're personal. They're nobody else's business. It's not connected with anybody's responsibilities to the public.
Can I trust you on that?
You'll have to decide that.
All right, let's say that I go ahead and investigate this whole thing and I do come up with all the answers. What kind of story would I have?
Oh, you'd have a story that would give your readers a big laugh at the expense of a couple of people who were very unlucky when they were young, but who didn't hurt anyone but themselves. It's not a story that I would want to print. And I don't think it's a story Fletcher Reed would want his name on.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because it's truly none of your business.
Them's fighting words at this news house.
I know. And you're too good not to be curious. So, I simply decided to pull rank on you.
You're telling me, the original Big Chill.
I'm sorry. I'll try not to make a habit out of it.
Thank you.
What about this? And the story of Cardinal Malone?
What story? Let's wait till he makes some real news. Is this thing real? Come on now, you gotta hustle out of here.
Are you kicking me out of my own office?
You have a wedding to cover, don't you?
Call him anymore.
Kyle. Oh, Alfredo. It's Reva Shane. Is Kyle there? Do you know where he's getting married? I see. Oh, no. No, no message. Thank you, Alfredo. Goodbye. Well, guess I should get ready for a wedding.
This has been Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney's. Jewelry by Miriam Haskell. Be sure to be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.